different markets will give us different rates of return over long periods of time. Now, none of those are going to give you that exact rate every single year. That never actually happens. Like the S&P 500, for instance, has had on average around that 10% rate of return, but has had a return as high as 53% and as low as, I believe it was around 52% high and down to 43% for the low in any given year. And then anything in between, right? But we can see that like we can harness the power of the markets to let money work for us, which is a really great way to simplify things. Another thing that this does that the people who were trying to make those predictions weren't doing before is it gets rid of playing a game that's very difficult to win, right? Essentially, you're trying to play actively and say, I'm going to beat the market. It doesn't actually work really well in real life when you go look at the overall markets, especially if we go look at what even professional money managers do and can they beat the markets over time. We see that they, most of them don't, and those that do, don't do it with a consistent manner that proves that they have the ability to do it consistently. So when you look at it that way, you kind of want to play instead what you could call in tennis will sometimes be called the loser's game. And the loser's game, the idea is you just keep playing the ball and you keep playing the ball to let the other team make the mistake, right? And by doing that, what you're doing is you're going to win because they're going to make the mistakes and you're not going to make the mistakes. So by that happening, you by default will win. So what will happen is if we invest in markets, whether it's indexing or it's using something like a fund that uses more than indexing, like maybe tilts portfolios to different dimensions of return, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and create a system in a manner that simplifies the process so that you, in a sense, are doing less, but you are, in a sense, achieving more because you're not doing the things and making the mistakes that are deterring from return over time.